We at the ŠKODA Museum have prepared a series of 3 exhibitions for 2022 and 2023 on how the car is born through the ages. The first of these is devoted to the chassis and engines used in vehicles produced by Laurin Klement and ŠKODA. The luxury ŠKODA 860 was manufactured from 1930 until 1933. This is the last surviving cabriolet of its line. It had a straight-8 engine and a chassis based on the classic concept of 2 rigid axles hung upon longitudinal leaf springs. There are touch panels located next to the cars where you can find detailed technical information, take a look at original flyers and period photographs, and even listen to the sound of the engine. The chassis of Laurin Klement cars, just like the BSC model exhibited here, were based on a ladder frame chassis. This was formed by pressing 2 longerons into a U-shape, which were then joined together by a framework of crossbeams resembling a ladder, hence the name. At the beginning of the 1930s, the construction of ŠKODA cars underwent a fundamental change when the ladder frame chassis was replaced by the backbone chassis, formed by a front fork and a backbone tube. This construction was used not only on the smallest car, the Popular, but also on the larger models, the Rapid, the Favorite, and this Superb. A further revolution in car construction followed in 1964. The ŠKODA 1000 MB, with its self-supporting body, did not have a chassis, and both axle and engine were fitted directly onto the body of the car. This concept, with its inline 4-cylinder OHV engine in the rear, remained in continuous production until the beginning of the 1990s in models such as the ŠKODA 120. A major change in concept came about with the ŠKODA Favorite. The engine was moved from the rear of the car to the front. The engine and the gearbox were now situated over the front axle. This concept has been a mainstay of all ŠKODA production cars ever since. The preparation of cars for sport is a chapter all by itself. This is represented at the exhibition by 2 exhibits, the championship-winning Fabia R5 along with its chassis and high-performance engine. The history of engine production in Mladá Boleslav began in 1899, when Laurin Klement introduced the first single-cylinder motorcycle. In 1903 they introduced a 2-cylinder bike, which secured numerous race wins, and just 1 year later they introduced this model, one of the first 4-cylinder motorbikes in the world. The range of engines used in cars produced by Laurin Klement and later by ŠKODA was extremely rich, from 2-cylinder through 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder up to 8-cylinder. In the mid-1930s, engines were fitted with a modern OHV valve train, which remained in production right up until 2003. Current engine production uses modern OHC and dual OHC, and engines manufactured in Mladá Boleslav are used not only in ŠKODA vehicles, but also in cars from other manufacturers. The final exhibit in this exhibition, focusing on the production of engines and chassis, is this electric motor and rear axle from an ENIAC IV model, which in 2021 kick-started the new electric era of production in Mladá Boleslav.